I don't feel like I should have to say this, but I know I'm going to. This video is for comedy. I'm going to be generalizing, and I'm going to be exaggerating. Just keep that in mind, okay? Alright, on with the video. Hey guys, it's me, Colin. Like usual. This video is going to be nothing but complaints. Bitching, pissing, moaning. Things that confuse me, things that annoy me, things that piss me off. Maybe some of you will relate, maybe some of you will be offended. I really don't give a fuck. So, without further ado, I present to you a new series called... I think I'm going to call it Wrong Side of the Bed, but that is a working title. I don't know. I'll think of something. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about, binge watching. People that watch the entirety of a television show in one goddamn afternoon. You impatient fucks. This is something that I'll never understand, especially since the people who do this will finish a show, then 5 minutes later complain how they can't find anything to watch. Well, if you spaced out your episodes of Fuller House every so often, maybe you could at least get it to last you a couple more days. Buy some time, Figure out how you're going to avoid during your schoolwork and house chores just a little bit longer. Now, I brought up Fuller House, and this is a show that highlights why binge watching is less confusing to me and more of a pain in the ass. Netflix expects people to do this, so they release the entire season at once, right? They probably do this with a lot of Netflix originals, maybe all of them. So, unlike normal TV, no audience reaction is gauged until after an entire season. Let me tell you, if the studio had have seen how the audience reacted to the characters in Fuller House saying things like, holy chalupa, and calling themselves J-Money in this fucking TV show, one episode would have been the end of it. Period. Trust me, I would have written them letters. Very angry letters. Yeah, Bob, we just got something in the mail. It says we're going to get bombed if that one loud hyper shit says holy chalupa one more time, so I think we'd better find a new catchphrase. But Jesus Christ, why do Netflix originals even have episodes of a show anymore? Just fucking post TV shows as incredibly long, full movies, for Christ's sakes. That's how you people watch them. My next topic, ass riders. You'll be driving somewhere, the speed limit, possibly a little bit above that, but the car behind you is so far up your ass it's like they're trying to wear you as a suit. Back the fuck off my car before I have to stop real quick for an imaginary child darting into the road. Cause you hit my car, you're paying for it. It's not like you playing human centipede with our cars is going to make me go any faster. In fact, I'll probably slow down considerably. Give you a little patience training. These people just have such small dicks. It's almost always these people with trucks so large they're obviously compensating for something. Their dicks are too small to put up my ass, so they have to put their trucks up my ass instead. End of story. How about Facebook posts that say, we need more girls like this, or share if you would date a girl like this, next to a picture of a girl in camo on a four-wheeler, or a girl going hunting or something like that. It's like, yeah, she's also addicted to meth, stabs puppies as a hobby, and likes the band Fun, but as long as she's a fucking redneck, any guy would be lucky to have her. And personally, I don't give a shit about your taste in women. I really don't. We both know the only reason you're sharing this is because you're hoping that the girls who do fit this very basic description will see it and immediately want you to fondle their tits. That's all it is. And while it may work on some of them, the ones who it does work on are nothing to be proud of, and neither are you, Billy Bob. But on the subject of shitty Facebook posts, I saw this one floating around a while ago. If you're not dating for this kind of life, then stay single. What, so people who don't want children shouldn't be allowed to date and find happiness? What kind of selfish shit is that? You're already passing down your cancerous genetics to another person ready to suck the world's resources dry and add to the ever-growing population just because you want someone to live out the dreams you never got to fulfill as a kid, and now you're telling me I can't even aim for a relationship? I don't want children. There are plenty of other people out there who don't want children. How about you leave us alone? And you are not special for wanting children. How about we both live the kind of lives we want to live and not waste time on petty bullshit like this, huh? How about some more on children? Moms. No one cares about your fucking kid, okay? At least not enough to warrant you completely stealing any thunder or any sympathy from someone's status on Facebook just to brag or complain about that thing you created with your dumbass husband. Poison ivy on my right heel. How the hell did that happen? Awesome! My 9-year-old had to go get the shot this morning in an RX for the steroid pack. Yesterday afternoon, he seriously had 3 small spots. This morning, his face is swollen, and the left side is covered and all up around his eyes, all over his belly, one of his legs. The poor kid is miserable. Fuck off with your problems. Shut the fuck up. Then there's also shit like this. So I've clocked 128 hours in the past 2 weeks of my 2 jobs. You'd clock more as a working mother. LOL. You'd clock more as a working mother. Hey lady, quit acting like a hero, would you please? There are plenty of parents out there and plenty of people without kids contributing way more to society than you ever will. Not to mention, just because you get your hand sliced off doesn't mean that someone spraining theirs doesn't hurt. Someone can work plenty hard without being a mom. Now stop being a condescending bitch. Okay, USPS, deliver the best piece of news of my life, please. Are you expecting a baby? 'Cause that would be the best news in a woman's life. But do tell. No, the best news in anyone's life would be finding out that someone went to your home with a large knife and... How about when you're at your job, wearing your uniform, and a customer comes up to you and says, do you work here? Well, of course I do, you fucking clueless wonder. You honestly think I'd be caught dead in this shitty-ass uniform if I wasn't required to wear it? It's not on because it brings out the blue in my eyes. It's not on because if I don't wear it, I start slipping into a coma. In fact, every time I put it on, I think I get a little bit closer. Yes, I do work here. This one is more humorous though, but how about the people who act like the closing time, shown clearly on the door in front of their face, actually goes to the store across the street? People are so self-important. They need instant gratification and they need exactly what they want. I mean, we only work here. We probably like staying an hour past when we'd normally be going home. And it's not like we even exist once they march their ass out of the store to go to their stupid fucking soccer mom van when they have 3 annoying, screaming, impatient pricks sitting in the back seat. We're just props. Let me tell you, if I were in charge of the store, I'd make sure that the doors had some electricity to them for anyone who tried to open the door after a certain point. You want to come in? Be my guest, but if you set the smoke alarm off, then we're really going to be pissed off. How about these crazy-ass names that kids are sporting these days? So many parents now want to win the award for most creative name, but instead just pick a real name and spell it in the most cockamamie way they possibly can. It's faux artistic, and no different than when I used to replace letters with numbers and symbols and shit when I was going through my scene phase. Hi, my name is Caitlin. Okay, Caitlin, and how do you spell that? Well, let's see, that's KAYTLZXUWAAAREXYZ. Look, I'm going to give you this wad of cash, Caitlin. And with this wad of cash, you're going to get your name changed tomorrow. I needed this money for medical bills, but don't worry, it's worth it. Then we're going to find your parents, and we're just going to ask them why, and how, and where. As in, what planet did they come up with this goofy fucking spelling on, and how pretentious are they? And did you guys know that there are real-life people out there who actually name their kid Nevaeh, aka Heaven backwards? You know what I say to these people? I say, wow, that's great. I think you should have been named God backwards, 'cause you're a bitch! I do have some more things to bitch and exaggerate about, but I think I'm going to save them for next time. And please don't request things for me to complain about. But until next time, have fun and stay safe. Bye guys! Going to be bombed if that one loud hyper shit says holy chalupa one more time, so I think we'd better find a new catchphrase. Oliver, you just completely fucked that up.